felters and crafters and anyone else who is here. My name is Philippa and today we are at Crafts in the Pen in Skipton 2023 and we're going to go and have a look round. I've been here for Yarndale and I've been here for a sheep sale as well. So today it's for the crafts people of Yorkshire and the North to see what they have to offer. There are over 230 stalls, so I'm really looking forward to it. I have been asked by my husband to look for a Christmas present too, so that's going to be exciting. And I know there's definitely 2 needle felters here, that's what my channel's about, so I'm really excited. Let's go and have a look. So here we are walking down the stalls at the start. There's over 230, so I can't show them all, but I will show as many as I can that really caught my eye. And the first of those is Nook and Perch, run by Julie and Chris. And they use reclaimed wood where they can, and they've done these beautiful birds. The robin and the wren definitely caught my eye as I walked past in their little cubby holes. They were selling well as well, and they do these houses and these complete scenes. So really lovely company. And next up is Textiles by Anna Byelove, and these these pictures are done with material. And for me, I just find that fascinating with stitch work, very clever, very striking, really gorgeous pictures to see. So next up is Harriet Brooke, and she is really local. She's from Brighouse, so not far away at all, and she does lots of digital drawings, and of course they're mushrooms, and I just love them. So I definitely bought some of the mushroom stickers. I'll show you some of the things I bought later on if you're interested. But yeah, loved her design, very unique and very different. Here we have Bronte Wildings, and I loved her layout. I thought it was really well done. She is a crocheter and everything is handmade by her. But I just loved, look at these booties, how gorgeous do they look? So much work there, and headscarves. But yeah, definitely really enjoyed the layout of her stand. I'm looking to maybe exhibit at Yarndale or here in the future. So for me, it's really interesting to see how everything is laid out. And on to Nomad Macrame. They are lovely. They use recycled, repurposed materials from the UK, and there's such a variety on their stall. Again, it was bright and colourful, and they had some really large items across from the back. These leaves are really striking, so neat. I don't do macrame, but I can imagine it takes time. But look at these big display items they had, so really beautiful. Nomad Macrame. It was lovely to meet those ladies. This is Bilbetti Crafts. I really hope I say everyone's business name correctly. And I was really drawn to her 2D felted pictures, being a needle felter, and she's got some guinea pigs and frogs. But and I love those little embroidery hoops with pictures in them. But yeah, some really beautiful and skilled needle felting work going on there. It's really hard to capture things with the frames. I do apologise about the reflection. And this stand is Ginger Pot Creations, and it's very bright, unique and colourful jewellery. I loved her branding. Again, look at the display, look at the Christmas festivities that we've got on there, and it was a lovely setup. Now, if you like mushrooms, this is the place for you. This is Wylde Wolfe Curiosities, and I couldn't find any extra info on them. But she has tons, amongst other things, she has tons of pottery. Look at this mug with mushrooms on it. These take ages to make, and pottery is always very hit and miss. This is a little selection of hanging mushrooms, very delicate, and then a couple of wreaths as well. But Wylde Wolfe Curiosities, really nice. So this is Yarn Barn Tethra, and this is Katie and Becky, who like to do macrame and crochet, and obviously this caught my eye because it's Highland cows in all sorts of colours, and this one was out on the post at the front and it looked really good. And on to Hector Home Crochet. And look at these, they were so cute. I could easily have bought so much, and look at their dolls, really beautiful. Lots of crocheted blankets. Just looking at their stand, I can always see just how much work has gone into these stands. Look at those cars, beautiful little robin. You might see that later in my shopping haul. But yeah, I had a good chat with these ladies who were so lovely and was really impressed with their crochet items. And now I hope you're ready for something special. This is Anna Cooke Paperart, and she hand cuts paper layers to build up into sort of 3D pictures. It's quite hard to show you the effect, but I did turn the camera just a little bit, but these take her days and days, and she hand cuts it. It is not done by a laser, which lots of people think, and then she does have some prints of her work, but you would just be amazed looking at it. It was beautiful. The detail was incredible, very impressive. And then we're on to Needlebugs. Happiness is handmade. So this is friends of mine, Katie and Linda, and this is their huge Highland cow. I went to stay with them recently, and they had everything packed away, so I didn't get to video it all, but now it's all out. It's a double stand. I have to say it's probably the most impressive stand in the whole place, but maybe I'm biased, but the amount of stuff they have is incredible, and their skill is amazing. And there were people coming in, they were amazed by how much work they had there, and they did really well. They had some really good sales as well. But as you can see, you look and then even whilst I'm videoing, I go back and I think I didn't quite get everything in. Look at these ducklings. I didn't see those last time. And the chickens, I've never seen them on their stands before. So they just do so much work, and a complete wall of Highland cow heads. They are the absolute experts with these beautiful big heads. But yeah, it was lovely to see it all laid out, and then they've got their little dry stone wall at the bottom there. But it was a great display, and everybody was drawn over to it, and people were saying, that's my most favourite stand. And yeah, so it's beautiful. Great to see them. And then on to another thing which was really unusual. It's Worx designs, and this is all done from, I'm assuming the wire is coloured in the first place. You almost have to zoom in to see it, but it's all twisted wire, and again they take weeks. You can see the bases where there are sort of slightly larger pieces of wire, but all the leaves are done. That tree of life I thought was really nice, but yeah, lots of work have gone into these, and they were illuminated up, so they looked really impressive, and a very colourful, display when you walked past. And next up we are on to Fine Art by Shaun. You can see, obviously, Highland cows, hares, stags, dachshunds. So I was drawn over to it straight away. I had a nice little chat with him. He is a pet owner. He's got 3 cats, but he knows his drawing. Look at it. And the styling and the whole stand was very professional. It was a big double stand, and it was just everything to do with nature and wildlife. And there's the mugs, I think they're bone china as well, which is really hard to get good prints on good mugs. But the Christmas cards were lovely. I'll show you some later on, but really enjoyed looking at his stand. And here we have Thrift Design by Lucy Ray. And this is all recycled material, but it's not obvious to you until you really look closely, and you can recognise certain recycled elements. Are beautiful 3D effect. You would never know that these are recycled materials. So I was really impressed with the way in which she's done her artwork beautifully. There's a lot of beautifuls in this video. I do apologise, but yeah, really gorgeous artwork. And here we are back to some more felting. In the Forest Felting by Michelle Gormley. She lives in Northumberland, and she is inspired by the wildlife around her. And I love these little mushrooms, but they're beautifully displayed. I said beautiful again. They are really well displayed. I do like the way in which they were different in the glasswork and the frameworks. But these are the mice and her birds and everything. They've got clothes and they've got all sorts of little props. It was great to see other needle felters work. But look at this little mouse. Isn't he? He's great. I think it's really good, and the display was amazing. And onto the last stand that I'm going to show you is Phil Taylor, who's a professional artist. And as you can tell, he specialises in atmospheric and moody landscapes and seascapes. And I absolutely loved his work. And I was standing there for a while and I started videoing it, and he came over. He was behind me a bit and he likes to just sort of watch and see people's reactions. But I really loved his work. And there's this piece here, which is the moon. I think it's called the moon something. And I just really want that. I'm still thinking about it now, but it was a little bit too much for me. But anyway, I really appreciate his work. It was stunning. I might think about getting a print of that in the future. That's the sun shining through the trees. I then popped to the farm shop beside, got a hot sausage roll and drove home. A little bit wet weather, but didn't take too long. So I'm back in my studio. I'm going to do a really quick shopping haul of what I purchased during the day. First up, just to show you the brochure, which is really good, really thorough. I really appreciate a good brochure, especially when it comes to me doing the voiceover for this. So great brochure, well done Skipton. And I'm just going to go through it all quite briefly. Tea towels from Rachel's Handmade with Love, £7, really good price. And I've got a robin and a Highland cow there. I bought this little robin again from, let me get the name right, Hector Home Crochet. And that was, I think it was about £10, £9 or £10 again. Really good price. It's got little copper feet, if you can see there. But beautiful crochet, who doesn't love it? And those ladies were great. We had a really good chat. This was the first thing I purchased, which is shroom stickers, mushrooms. So there's a pack of, I think there's probably it looks like there's 5 from Harriet Brooke, and that was £5. And who doesn't love mushrooms? I just, as soon as I got there, I really liked her stuff and I just really wanted to support her. This was the lady I showed you with all the petite little pictures. And again, I thought they were really nicely done. These tiny little cards, little notelets, and it is Anna Gouw artworks, and these were just £1 each, so how could you not? And again, it's just trying to support people who you really enjoy talking to. Then along with those cards, you would have seen his stand in the video because his stand was excellent. Fine Art by Shaun, and I've got some a range of some Christmas cards, some normal, and they've just got little sayings. Dachshund Through the Snow, I love that one because I've got dachshunds. Sending Christmas Bleatings, heard it's your birthday. But it's a great way to get hold of somebody's art without having to pay for a whole print, but really beautiful again. And these are, if my in-laws are watching, look away. These are presents for my in-laws because they do like their birds. So this is from Nook and Perch. Again, really striking display that she had. Just looks so good. And this is the wren and the robin, and they were, I think, £25 each, but most definitely worth it. That's all done with, that's burnt on, and then she's attached. It's a lot of work when you go into it. Actually, these are all a lot of work. So £25, and you get them in a little box. Really nice. They were selling out. And then this is from Wolfe Curiosities, which was the lady with the mushroom bowls, and this was the last set of hanging mushrooms. They are absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't know they were the last set until I'd purchased them, because I was umming and ahhing whether to get them. And then I took them up and she goes, oh, that's the last set. So I'm really pleased I did in the end. They are pottery mushrooms. Let me get the others out. They are very delicate, but definitely could go on the Christmas tree. But I think I might put them, and look at the little packaging as well, really nice. I think I could just hang them on my tree behind me, but this one's lovely. Look at that. And it was £35 for the set. So that is, if they were like £10 each, I would definitely would have purchased. So that's really an absolute bargain. So really beautiful, a set of 5 mushrooms. So there we go. That's all my purchases, and I think I did really well. So I had an absolutely fantastic time. £6 entrance, under 16s free, Crafts in the Pen, Skipton, definitely recommend it. I might even apply there next year. It's between Yarndale and Crafts in the Pen now in my head. So if you enjoyed this video, here is my playlist of all the other shows and events that I have been to. Do have a look through. And if you like studio vlogs and learning about how I run my business, this is the playlist for all my studio vlogs. So thank you for being here, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.